Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Ascendant. This is for you, Cancer. All right. Oh, geez, we're getting that girl around too. We went from the Devil to the Queen of Swords. All right, Cancer, you could be irritated by someone who thinks they are a know-it-all. They know everything. They're irritating you. You want to slap them upside the head by what I see here. You're hurt. You're hurt, but when you're hurt, sometimes you lash out, and that's the vibe I'm seeing here. In this moment, I see some sadness, some hurt. It could even be coming from your family, like maybe your mother, or maybe an elderly sister, an auntie, something like that. Some sort of issue could upset you. To me, it kind of looks like there's been an issue going on for some time. Another situation comes along, and then you've got to overcome the previous situation really quickly, because now you've got to, I don't know, like be there for them because of some situation that has occurred. So maybe there was sort of like, you know what family is. They have an argument, they're not talking for a while, and then all of a sudden somebody gets, in a car accident. It's not a big one, but they get in a car accident, and all of a sudden everybody's like calling each other, and they're forgetting the fact that they were mad at each other. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about, Cancer. That kind of energy is going to happen. And so it means, you and your family maybe aren't getting along in some areas, but something comes up and then everybody sticks together. So you do have that in you. And that's a good thing. The Empress is in your relationship place. I would say that in all relationships at this time, Cancer is very inspiring and nurturing and loving and giving and, constantly seeking to make happy those that they are in relationship with. That's a Cancer. However, the Eight of Wands is above that card, and it does say that there may be some disputes or discussions that are not so great with family, siblings, okay, or someone that is like a sister. Could be, sometimes we just like all the witches feel like they're sisters, or maybe it's just you're all Italians or whatever. So it could be not just blood sister or brother, but somebody who you feel tight with like that. There could be a bit of a dispute or argument with them, okay? So keep that in mind. And this is someone that you've been involved with for a long time. That's why I say it the way I did. This isn't someone that you've just recently known. The Cancer has many different skills, many different skill sets, but maybe has been focusing too much on only one of them and not putting enough energy into the many other skill sets that you have. So I'm being told to tell you to rethink some of the effort you're putting out into things that you like to do, but maybe extend yourself a little bit into some of the old things. You're a hard-working person. I don't think you're a lazy person in any way, although you can get lazy. Don't get me wrong. You do have the capacity to be lazy. There's no doubt about that. But I think that you do like to stay busy. You do like to stay active. But maybe what you've been doing in the last few months is not really feeding your soul. Again, I'm being told to tell you to if your job is overwhelming you, if your job is making you feel that you can't keep up, that you're not good enough, if any of those energies are coming to the surface around your workplace, I suggest you move away from it, okay? And that's maybe why you're being talked to about your skill sets or improving your skill sets or adding to your skill sets in some way, because maybe you're not getting out of your workplace what it is you really want. I'm going to also say that your relationship place has been, how would I call this? Mild debates, but not, see, I think normally Cancer people are very good in most, a solid Cancer is very good in relationship. A solid Cancer is really good in their home environment. But any of them that are having difficulties with their mental health or being stable in any way will really be feeling the coming days, I can tell you that, because it does look like there will be some question as to who's in your corner, who's in your support, who's your support team. And so you're going to put out, sort of the call for help and see what comes back. And if you don't get the response from those that you love as you would hope to get, I think you're going to start carving away some of those people from your life. And that's going to be the next month. Don't be addicted to your family. Question yourself on your personal addictions or obsessions about that, okay? Because I'm not seeing your family being the kind of support system that you really truly need. I think you need a more giving, more loving, more generous type of vibration around you. So I question Cancer's family relationships at this time. I also question Cancer's relationships in love at this time, because if you've, like I said, normally the Cancer person is quite solid in their relationships and in their home environment, but if they aren't solid in their being, then they are definitely going to be experiencing the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a very difficult card to have, there. So I'm going to say there's going to be some struggles in relationships and questioning even that. So if you're going through a change in the workplace, you probably will sit quiet in the relationship place. But if things in the workplace settle down and be okay, and you're okay with where things go, you may likely question the situation in your relationship place. So it's one or the other. I don't see you being brave enough to pull a switcheroo on both workplace and lover at the same time. You're going to pick one or the other, okay? And that's the way it's going to go. So there will be big changes for the Cancerian person, without a doubt in my mind, one way or the other. And you will be supported by certain people, and some people will surprise you that support you and help you through these coming days. Definitely like what I see. There might be a King of Cups in reverse, meaning someone who has addictive personality. You may have to question why you are giving any time to that. Okay? Thank you, Mystic Leo. I really appreciate that. So I just want to point that out to you, to be mindful and careful of that relationship. Now, let me say it to you this way too about that person. You get the Hermit card on them, which means that person probably could use some time alone. And maybe what their problem is, so maybe they're not really a fool arounder. How do I put that? Maybe they just don't know how to commit. There's a better way to say it. Okay? Maybe that's the real thing. They don't know how to commit. And if they don't know how to commit, I think you're going to make a decision against that against that relationship. Seriously. So I am a little concerned about how you're going to emotionally navigate that, Cancer. And but I have a lot of confidence in you, especially with the sun coming. You may go through some difficult times over the winter period, but you're going to make it. You'll be okay. You'll get through. You got some good friends. You got some solid friends. You know how to make money. And it looks like you have a little tiny bit. You know how to make money. I'm going to say it that way. You just know how to make money. I see a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She's an irritation, of course. She doesn't know what that. When I see that card in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, let me show you this. This is like, it gets better. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse with a 7 of Cups. Oh, God, I would hate to have to deal with this one. All right. This is a Taurus on steroids in menopause. Sorry, Tauruses, but that's who it is. It's like so serious. They are so hard to be around. Okay. So I think you're going to deal with something like that in the workplace or the money-making place. Definitely be mindful and careful of that. Is that your mom? Oh my God. So these people will affect your workplace energy, will affect your workplace in some way, for sure. Ah, buddy. That's a hard place to be, eh? Menopause. So, yeah, and so all I can say is that makes it really hard to get everything going the way you want it because of that vibe. So you're going to have some shakeups, but you're going to have some really good times too. So we're going to end this reading on this card. This is a beautiful card to end the reading on. It speaks of the being liberated from things that are holding you back from where you want to go and what you want to do. Being liberated from that and finally being in the flow of where you want to go. And I like this card too. This is a Ace of Pentacles, is all about being protected, being supported, being supported in a way by the universe, really, on a financial level and a stability level. Lots of good friends on your side. Battles, yes, they're there, but you will make it through, and you will walk away from those that are giving you a hard time once and for all.